Hello and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma chairs the state's first pre-budget consultation focusing on revenue growth, urban expansion and citizen engagement. Justice B.P. Kotoki-led committee's 27th interim report reveals the continued prevalence of illegal coal mining in Meghalaya's 6 districts, recommends drone surveillance to monitor illegal activities. Opposition Congress MP Salang A. Sangma urges central government to relocate 82 Indian households left out on the Bangladesh side after international border fencing. Ribhoi district gears up for the KHDC-MDC elections. 331 polling stations set up and heightened security measures have been put in place. The news in detail. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on Wednesday chaired the state's first pre-budget consultation for the 2025-26 fiscal year, emphasizing revenue growth and citizen engagement. He highlighted Meghalaya's 16.2% economic growth, surpassing the national average, and credited better fund utilization for the progress. Tax revenue has more than doubled in 6 years, reaching Rs 3,217 crore, with excise revenue expected to cross Rs 500 crore this year. Sangma stressed the need for urban expansion to decongest Shillong and proposed knowledge cities as future growth hubs. He reaffirmed commitments to strengthening education, upgrading schools and establishing 23 new colleges. Encouraging public participation, he assured that governance will remain transparent and citizen-driven. He also highlighted the Rs 391 crore losses incurred by public sector undertakings, with the power sector as the main contributor.
This is not actual conversion in terms of tax collection, then what is, I don't know. These are the actual numbers going from 1,450 crores today to 3,217 crores in a matter of 6 years. We have doubled our tax collection of our own revenue receipts. The capacity to absorb, to implement has gone up in Meghalaya. The same team, the same people, but we've just done things in a much better manner. Of course, there's lots more to be done. I'm not saying that everything is perfect, but we are definitely on the right path.
A recent report by the Justice B.P. Kotoki-led committee highlights the persistence of illegal coal mining in 6 districts of Meghalaya. The report suggests using drones for better monitoring due to the region's difficult terrain. Despite the government's efforts, illegal mining remains widespread. The committee has urged authorities to take stronger action. This has raised concerns about environmental damage and safety risks. The committee's interim report calls for stricter enforcement measures. Opposition Congress MP from Tura, Salang A. Sangma, has called on the central government to relocate 82 households living near the Meghalaya-Bangladesh border, flagging the issue in the ongoing budget session of the parliament. Sangma highlighted how these families face severe challenges due to the construction of a border fence, which has limited their mobility. Sangma also highlighted the critical need for medical access, which is hindered after 5 p.m. He emphasized the urgency of relocating these families to safer areas. The government has been urged to prioritize their well-being. This move is seen as vital for their survival and daily needs.
People living in the international border area who are living in fear and agony and pain. Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to bring to the notice those who are living on the international border, those who have been fenced outside the fence. Our own citizen has been fenced outside the international border, Mr. Chairman, sir. So if there is no relocation for these people who are living in the border area outside the fence, in the evening, after 5, they cannot even come back to any hospital even to relocate if there is any pain or any agony. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to urge upon you, through this House, through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, they should be relocated. More than hundreds of households are in pain right now.
Ribhoi district is fully prepared for the KHDC MDC elections set for February 21st. Election authorities have set up over 331 polling stations across the district. Security measures have been intensified to ensure the safety of voters and officials. The district administration has assured that logistics are in place for smooth operations. Voting materials and equipment are being transported to polling stations. Officials are committed to a free, fair and secure election process.
Polling station. Kini ki polling station nila pia eki totally ki zone, but ndru totally ki sector. Nagabanta banyo igajing penia election kebasuk kebasan, but kebangila ban monitor. Nagapor siya kuipan. Harangkat bat kini ki ndru pongut ki sector kinsadon ru ki sector police ki bansa ai ko office jengu SP jangkar Boy district. Nila apoin ru kini ki sector officers bat ki zonal magistrate harangkat bat ki magisterial power bangiyo na law department nang bekila ban shim ganu karai hakabayade ban penia election haka dur kabasuk kebasan bat ngiyo ijing tap vote ru kablong peaceful.
The United Democratic Party, UDP, held a public meeting today in support of its candidate Nafisisha Marwain from the Umroi constituency at Bharimbong. Addressing the campaign, UDP Working President Paul Lingdo urged the electorate of Umroi constituency to support UDP candidate Nafisisha Marwain, highlighting her eligibility and leadership qualities. He emphasized that the party has undertaken several initiatives for the welfare of the state, including banning the use of plastic to protect the environment, advocating for the return of 5 villages under the jurisdiction of KHDC, and working on the land bill, among other efforts.
Kadang day tani kandai kamtam rugi ke parti ke jongi bajana kumulong elam ubah khmat jogali usai. Kani day kesama kaba lantration haba nak benda ke United Democratic Party nak benda ke one pai jonga kumu MLA saga Assembly na West Shillong constituency.
Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong led an NPP public campaign in Umsning, urging voters to support NPP candidate Magdalene S. Maulong. Tinsong addressed the gathering, praising Maulong's leadership qualities. Maulong, in turn, defended her record, dismissing opposition accusations as baseless. She promised to continue her work for the community's betterment. Voters were urged to trust NPP for a prosperous future. The rally saw enthusiastic participation from local supporters.
What need you wait? Don't think that you should not have given on a percent of uta. So, how many? Native of Malu Preston, percent of the make no come on uta, come on, so the story is that put that 1 day. Now we be percent. Ya, Kakan Didi, Johnny. Ni soban ai tiket I kong makro ni askri ti pati. Ndeng so ai tadi. Amang idon duwe pati gitu bisa aja di mana si tali usaha di mana kan berkelah tiket. Ini kan juga Baliknya amaba sistem ni eksamen. Tik pati deka bo ibu pernah tiket kita hensi pati.
KNAM candidate Raymond Basayomoit appealed to voters in Maukharpinthomkra for their support in the upcoming elections. Basayomoit focused on his party's commitment to protecting indigenous rights and improving economic opportunities for Khasi youth. He promised to introduce stronger regulations on non-Khasi traders. Basayomoit also pledged to address issues affecting local communities. His campaign emphasized the need for more job opportunities and sustainable development. The local response to his campaign has been positive.
Ladang job, ya gani election, banganya ki, banganya khon, banganya side, nakamanta, ya kijinge, ibangnya kendo, angkai hadis konsen. Kaan ni keladon lupa, nai nele, ladang job, nele, batpen scam, batpen san shushu, ya kai kepangiladon.
Deputy Chief Minister Snyabhalang Dhar visited Bamthong village yesterday to rally support for NPP candidate Thombor Shiwat. Dhar emphasized that the one Narthiang constituency's growth was due to the people electing capable leaders. not just the MLA. He cautioned VPP supporters to carefully consider their statements regarding the area's progress. Dhar reminded the crowd that infrastructure like roads and halls were a result of his initiatives. Thombor Shiwat, a three-time MDC election winner, expressed confidence in securing victory. Later, Dhar attended a campaign for the reforming San Lamare in Nartyang, Waijir.
Point number one nama. Hawan sa anu candidate attempt to hold out to bulu lewat bodoh. Hado kata mambi carelessly non perkatakan ikon iksu yang pindah herasan. Ke election to gue. Ke election bukan kericon motor bukan bam curi ulek rabi. Kenapa ke election to gue video same dicari pi.
Saya tersangka diberi bocor yang korupsi kondusi. Oleh ramah sama sebagai karena murid mengamaya secara acil beri mayani dah murid. Lepas ini saya sampai sinoji demi tu orang. Dan dia kalau mana pun saya pilih orang yang menukani. Ujung tersangka ini tak kau mengani yang dicari orang ini orang ini pun begitu orang orang.
Congress candidate Pinchangain Aim addressed a rally in Maukhar Pinthomkra, criticizing the MDA government's handling of the investment Meghalaya agency. CM vowed to protect local communities by preventing forced land acquisitions for industrial projects. He pledged to fight for the rights of Khasi people. CM promised better economic opportunities for the youth if elected. He urged voters to reject the MDA's policies and choose Congress for real change. His speech received strong support from the crowd.
Investment Meghalaya agency Hana Bandung Bantiap Lord Yagi Kendau Islap Hari Kasih Hakakertang Jong IMA Nga siap tim bayok di tempo di Kendau ka Kendau ka pasundor tang arspa kan kiwa hajar ibaduk iba jenjar hakata ka por kinsam di dia bantiap ka Kendau bansong hari lajong Bungtang ilang ham, yang ada district council, bansin syar ke Kongres Parti, ke Bandung Island yang sorgar, bahkan drive lek kat pemon, yang beliau di jongi, hari lom kasih jongi, dalam video yang kajuk ke parti, ngasiap tiang yoba, ide tangki Robert Stam, jom ke sorgar Meghalaya.
And a look at the weather report now. First, let us take a look at the weather report for Tura. The minimum temperature was 16 degrees Celsius. The maximum was 25 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity was 32%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature was 7.5 degrees Celsius, the maximum 15.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in Shillong was 56%. And in Jowai, the minimum temperature was 11 degrees and the maximum 18 degrees. The relative humidity was 40%. And for the forecast in Tura, Jowai and Shillong, it says that dry weather is likely at most places. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma chairs the state's first pre-budget consultation focusing on revenue growth, urban expansion and citizen engagement. Justice B.P. Kotoki-led committee's 27th interim report reveals the continued prevalence of illegal coal mining in Meghalaya's 6 districts, recommends drone surveillance to monitor illegal activities. Opposition Congress MP Salang E. Sangma urges central government to relocate 82 Indian households left out on the Bangladesh side after international border fencing. And Ribhoy district gears up for the KHDC MDC elections. 331 polling stations set up and heightened security measures have been put in place. That's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.